Good afternoon. Welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show. Will be a more upbeat Just Joe Football Show after this morning's early riser video. Of course, we have just had a big update from Sasha Taglieri. He is one of the journalists you can easily perceive as being top tier. He's right up there with the big boys. Belgium reporter as well. And he's reporting that exclusively a meeting was held yesterday between Leeds United and Bilal El Khannouss's camp, during which Leeds made clear they are willing to pay the release clause, which is 24 million. I believe it. I think we were told it was 22, but it's 24 million, which is a good price for Bilal El Khannouss. With a solitary contribution and taxes to Leicester City available until 15th of August. So I'm assuming that release clause is in place until the 15th of August, and then it needs to be exercised. But Leeds United have made they've made an approach. On the thread, he does go on to say on the thread that, if I just have a look at the comments, to be fair, I copied it. Crystal Palace, so you'll see it in a second. Crystal Palace are very much keen on El Khannouss, but they need to sell Eze before they make a move. So this is where Leeds United can't wait till the 15th. This is Leeds United need to act now. Leeds United need to act now. So they've had that meeting, and if they've managed to convince El Khannouss, then we can get this deal done pretty pronto. However, El Khannouss may be speaking with Palace. This is now out there in the ether. This is why Leeds want to keep it quiet. People be aware of this now. This might mean that, Palace director of football gets onto El Khannouss. Look, just give us time. We're sorting out a deal with Arsenal for Eze. So it's going to be a difficult deal. That's for sure. I've seen El Khannouss linked to big teams in Germany as well, to be fair to the lad. Plays more of a 10, I believe. We'll double check that information on Transfermarkt. But yeah, it's a signing that I'd be well happy with, if I'm honest. Because El Khannouss had a great season last season at Leicester, and would be a great pickup for Leeds United if we can. But again, it comes back to that food chain within the Premier League. He's just left a relegated club, or is about to leave a relegated club. Does he then want to go to another team that could be up for relegation? Just to give you an idea of how well thought of he is, if we have a look at his actual transfer links, and of course it's an easy link to make because he's got a release clause. But if you look at some of the rumoured destinations and interested clubs during this transfer window, some of them are surely way wide of the mark. I don't see a Liverpool, I don't see a Newcastle, an Arsenal, and Bayern Munich. But there has been a number of links to him throughout the window. Similar players to Bilal El Khannouss. You got Angel Gomez, Harvey Elliott, James McAtee, Chris Rigg. It's not a bad crowd to be involved with. So yeah, he's a player that's a hot property, so it will be a difficult deal for Leeds United to get done, that's for sure. Plays as a 10, can play on the left as well. If we look at how many times he's done that, he's played as a 10 112 times, on the left wing 4 times. So he'd be coming in as a number 10. Has also played in the 8, but only once. The car's not looking good, Brav. The place where I took it to, unfortunately, it's not the what was it? Not the spark plugs, something else. It may be valves or piston rings. So I've got it in somewhere else on Tuesday because they couldn't do it. So it's going to cost me a lot. Khannouss, I would be happy with. He would also push Brendan down the pecking order with him being a Cam 2. Yeah, 100%. Is that a case of other teams sounding out his price and then we'll maybe see the here we go, El Khannouss to Sunderland? Exactly, mate. Big signing if we get him. He's a baller, certainly so. They're in for Evan Guessand, aren't they? I'm not sure, but just based on what Taglieri says on his post, it's going across the bottom. He did say Crystal Palace are still keen on him, but they need to sell Eze before they make a move. So I have to wait and see. James Justin and El Khannouss double transfer. I'd be well on board with it, Tyler. I'd be well on board with it, mate, because James Justin would cover 2 positions. I'd put him ahead of Byram, and then Byram can be back up to the backup. And then El Khannouss at the same time would be a great pickup for Leeds United and would solve that 10 issue. He's got in the league 5 G&A, 2 goals, 3 assists. It doesn't make for amazing reading, does it? But obviously he was at Leicester, who were really, really poor. But he's clearly a player with a lot of talent, and hence why a lot of clubs are after him. Palace, I'm not so sure, mate. Arsenal want him. I wouldn't be so sure, if I'm honest. But I hope he stays now, right? Just like I hope Newcastle keep Isak and they don't come for Muniz. Just checked his heat map from last season. He seems to gravitate to the left half pace, so he could easily play as an inverted winger from the left. Rather spend the money on the McAtee. McAtee has already had a bid rejected for 25 million. They'll be wanting 30, 35. No, you can get a player here for 24.5. Release clause is yours. Game changer, if so, I don't care where he plays, you adjust to your best players. If he was available, I think, Brighton, clubs like that, they wanted him before. Yes, McAtee must be 30 plus. Yeah, I think so. I think we'd play him in the 10. I think we would play him in the 10. Get Lockx on the blower, yeah. We will do if we sign him. Don't you worry about that. And, of course, we can't get away from the fact he's 21, which 21 on the upward trajectory, though, right? So, yeah. Yes, it is still under warranty, so should be covered, but you know what they're like. Thank you very much, Imak. Thank you. I won't read the rest of it. Is it reliable? I would say so, yes, with it coming from Sasha Taglieri. Does this kibosh the 4-3-3? I wouldn't have thought so. I think it would be different strokes for different folks. Here he is, look, Lockx. Fly high, Bilal. R.I.P. to your career. Well, yeah, so what was I going to say? It will kill you, won't it? It will kill you if we get James Justin and Bilal El Khannouss. It will kill you, bro. You know it will. But we move, don't we? We move. Bilal would do well at Leeds. Definitely would, mate. Would you say is your boy? Is your boy? Smash alike, you scoundrels. Yeah. You are ridiculously quick, man. I was about 5 minutes. You're not fast, you last. I noticed you using jet washers as well online. I was like, oh, is that? Have you got a jet wash? Nah, man, you can take James Justin. I'm not too bothered about him. 2 relegations with him. Yeah, but it's not him. I remember when you said that about Ampadu and all that sort of stuff. That means nothing. It just means he was in a dead team. We've had a conversation with his camp. I guess we're waiting for the green light from his camp. If they said yes, then we would exercise the release clause. I don't think it sounds like we have at this moment in time, but as we know, we find transfer news out a few days after it's actually being kicked in. Do you know what I mean? El Khannouss and Justin be quality signings. Please, can we just get Solomon? We may do. Joe, get Lockx on if he is available. He's watching. If he is available, I'd love to have him come on. Definitely would. Just listening to Joe. I was speaking to, just listening to Joe's voice note briefly there. Unironically jet washed the back car earlier to get ready for some AstroTurf. There you go. Send me the link then. Right, good. Let's get him in. Let's get Lockx in the building. 1 second, and I will do that. Let's see what he's got to say about Bilal El Khannouss and James Justin potentially coming to Leeds United. Link has been sent, Lachlan. We might play 4-2-3-1, but To be honest, I don't see any midfielders leaving. I know the Josh Brownhill, he likes the Leeds United project, but I think we've moved on from that. I've seen us linked to Florian Louise again. I've seen us move on from that. So I don't see that. I think away from home, we might play with a 4-3-3, match up midfields, etc. And, I think at home against Everton, we play 4-2-3-1. El Khannouss, 21 best yet to come. Yeah, exactly. What's the story? So a lot of Leeds fans like to watch private jets. They like to watch private jets to see if they're coming into Leeds United. And one day I just called them jet washers instead of jet watchers. So jet washers. And then I bought a jet wash. I've used it once, and I just thought, well, rather than it being in the fucking thing, I might as well get it in the background. So yeah. Yes, I am a jet washer. There you go. Yeah, I would think so. Yeah, I would think so. I think for me, El Khannouss is, if you can get it done, it's almost too good to turn down at 22.5 million or 24.5 million. I almost feel it's too good to turn down. Brownhill, El Khannouss added to me. Yeah, the Brownhill stuff from Joe Donahue, it wasn't actually like he's coming to Leeds. It was more a case of Leicester want him. He's just left Burnley on a free. However, he's excited by the Leeds United project. I don't know how Joe Donahue knows that, but this is for 4-4-2, obviously, unless Joe Donahue needs some clicks at his new role at 4-4-2 and thinks if I put LUFC, they'll smash it. I do want to see just where it says about it. Leicester, meanwhile, dropped out of the top flight. They want Brownhill, which would be a great signing. We'll speak to Lockx about that. The 29-year-old is thought to be an admirer of Farkas, set up at Ellen Road with the Leeds in market for a number 10 this summer. Although it's not clear if he's a target for the Whites. How does he know that he likes Farkas set up? I just feel, personally, that Joe Donahue in his new role at 4-4-2 was linked Leeds United because he knew it'd get clicks. How's about that one? Maybe. Who knows? Right, let's bring in Lockx. Lockx, how you doing, mate?
All good, mate. How are you?
All right, mate. Yeah, like obviously 18 days away now from Premier League starting. League One starts this weekend. Are you the week after?
Yeah, next week. Next Birmingham Ipswich next Friday. That'll be a good one. Yeah.
All right. Is that the first game?
Yeah, Friday night.
That will be a good one, won't it? I'll watch that. I might even do a watch along of it.
We've got Sheffield Wednesday if they can field a team. Not looking likely at the moment.
Brutal, innit? Brutal what's going on. I'm missing you though, mate. I won't lie to you. I've started a new show with Wolfie, and I thought, if Lockx was still in Prem, this would have been goated. But
it's all right, mate. I've got Hal to keep me company. So it's all good.
Hal's a good guy, man. Hal's a good guy. So before we get into El Khannouss and James Justin, what about Brownhill being offered a deal at Leicester? You must be buzzing with that.
You know what? Someone messaged me like a month ago to say that Leicester wanted Brownhill, and I was like,
I think you mentioned it to me, to be fair.
Yeah, I was thinking, are Burnley going to let him go or not? Is he going to? Surely he'll sign. Obviously, I mean, 18 goals last season from midfield, which is nuts. There were rumours of Palace as well, but look, I mean, if we've offered him, if he's going to come to us, we've clearly offered him a lot of money and probably a 4-year deal or something. I don't know. It's one of them. I'm kind of in the middle with it. Of course, he's proven great signing for the Championship, but then for the if you were promoted, is he good enough? Is he good enough in the Premier League?
Yeah, I suppose
jury's out. Jury's out.
It could be a bit like Dwight Gale or something, that player that's been in the champ or not quite. But I still think he'd do a job, mate, to be fair.
He's not awful. Yeah, he's not awful in the Championship. He's just, there's a drop-off there, which is natural, isn't it? It's natural. But I think it'd be, a free agent.
Exactly.
50, 60 grand a week.
It would be mad if he left Burnley to come to Leicester in the league below, though? That would be mad.
The money, mate, innit? That's what I'm
I
saying.
suppose.
It depends what they were offering him. If they were Burnley only willing to give him a 1-year deal, a 2-year
Or
deal,
something. Yeah,
he's 30 in December. So
yeah.
if he
Exactly.
gets a 4-year deal elsewhere and a couple,
true.
10 grand more or something, it probably makes sense for him.
Yeah, it's a great point, mate. It's like the Firpo thing at Leeds United. Right, talk to me, Bilal El Khannouss then. Obviously, he's got a release clause, 22.5 or 24.5, whatever it is. It runs out on 15th of August. What do you make to the player? How did he get on last season in the Premier League? Would he add value to Leeds United's squad?
The release clause is a weird thing, man, because is this Sasha? Am I right in saying this is Sasha?
Yeah. Sasha, yeah.
Because Sasha said back in May when we were relegated that there was a release clause. But then every local journalist since has said there is no release clause. But Sasha's adamant
they say
there's
that
a
to
release
protect
clause.
the player, though, like protect Leicester in a way.
Yeah, well, because literally there was something out last week or something saying that Leicester were gonna demand a substantial profit. So it's
how much did you pay for him, mate?
We paid like 20. I think it was like 20.
Okay.
Yeah, something like that. So yeah, I mean, it's a few million profit. Look, he's second half of the season, he was our best player. It was kind of weird. Like first half of the season under Cooper, the best player was Facundo Buonanotte. And then when Cooper came in, he didn't really get on well with Facundo. When Rude came in, he didn't really get on with Facundo. Bilal played a lot, and Bilal was the best player. His quality, mate. His quality. I mean, I think that his ceiling is sky high, to be honest. Personally, I think he could go on quite comfortably to be a Champions League level player in the future. I was just speaking to Joe Blackburn, JB, about it actually, because he messaged me, but he's not really at the moment. Obviously, he can change, he can improve, but at the moment, he's not a goal scorer. He's not a goal
his numbers aren't amazing, are they? His numbers
assist-wise as well. Yeah, he's not up there with the assists either. However, I referred to Joe as a pre-assist king. What I mean by that is just in the build-up, right, and progressing the ball. That's where he kind of excels, whether it's with his feet taking it himself or laying people off. We've discussed quite a lot because when he came in, you think maybe a 10 initially, but we've said for quite some time that I think he could do a great job as an 8 as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, an 8, a 10. He drifts out wide a lot, quite a lot in games as well. So somebody asking there about can he play on the left? Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. You could see him on the left. When he in his best game in a Leicester shirt, I'm trying to think which game it was, but he played off the left and he was incredible. So yeah, there's plenty of. He's very adaptable. He's very flexible. He could play anywhere in midfield, in my opinion. I think with Morocco, he plays in an 8 alongside Amrabat, or he did.
Really?
When we signed him, I was doing some research, and yeah, he was playing as an 8.
It's quite interesting you say that, mate, because I'm looking at players statistically and stylistically like him on FB Ref, right? And it's showing me Abdoulaye Doucouré, John McGinn, Matthias Fernandez, Cooper Miners. So they're like them type of players, right? More box to boxy than
box to box,
like an out and out 10. Yeah.
He has played in the out and out 10 position, obviously throughout the season, but I just don't think. I think box to box midfielder is the perfect role for him, to be honest with you. Like I said, he drifts out wide a lot. He finds himself in all sorts of different positions. End product needs a little bit of work. Set pieces aren't great, but with regards to progressing the ball, yeah, incredible. He will have AFCON. Lofts asked, yeah, he will have AFCON in January. So yeah, mate, it would be a great signing. I think who's your midfield 3 right now? Who's it set to be?
I don't know if we're going to go with a 3, but at the minute, right, we have Ampadu, we have Tanaka, we have Longstaff, we have Anton Stack, we have Gruev and Aronson. So I think he could be getting bought as a 10, if I'm honest. 4-2-3-1. I do see that. Or maybe as a high 8 in a
Where
3.
does Ampadu fit in? He's not starting, is he? With
Yeah,
that,
he
with
is.
those
He'll
no,
start,
is
you know.
he?
I'm telling you, he'll start.
Over who?
I think our starting midfield against
Let's just say
Everton,
you've got just factor Bilal in as a 10. So just take out the 10. Who are the
right.
who are the
It'll be Ampadu and Stack. Or Ampadu and I just actually I could see Ampadu. No, but I don't know. Would he start him at centre back because Biol's out? He's suspended for 1 game. Yeah, so
I don't think he starts. Anyway, we'll see.
we'll see.
Bilal, yeah, for me, mate, yeah. If you sign him, I think he'll start, and I think that will be a big part if he was to join. I don't think he'd want to join Leeds United
he'll want assurances, won't he?
And if you're paying 25 million for him as well, do you know what I mean?
100%. What do you make to Sasha also said on the piece that Crystal Palace still want him but need to sell Eze first?
Yeah, exactly. I said this yesterday because somebody sent me this message. So I said yesterday, I think that is a great. I think that's his best option.
Yeah. Like at the end of the day, if they sell Eze tomorrow, he's going to Palace. I'm not under any illusions.
Yeah, that's the way I would see it. So Sunderland were interested in El Khannouss as well for like a couple of weeks, like earlier in the window, and I don't know. I've just got reservation. I mean, we'll soon find out, right? Because if you trigger the release clause, then clearly they've had word that. I mean, also, by the way, like, what's all this whole thing with talking to his agents? Is that not illegal according to Nottingham Forest, Marinakis? How does this all work?
Oh well, yeah, fuck knows.
Maybe we'll have to do a Marinakis and he'll rock up at the King of Power with a new contract next week. No, I was gonna say though that like if you meet the release clause, it probably means that Leeds know that he wants to go. I know all you Leeds fans are confident that you're gonna stay up, no problems. But I just feel like it might be a little bit risky for him to go to a newly promoted team. Well, I know you don't see it as risky, but it is risky.
Yes, no, I do, mate. I've just said on here that the only problem is El Khannouss will be leaving a relegated team to another team that's favourites for relegation. So from his perspective, if Palace are serious, and I think if we think about it, like obviously Palace get wind of this now, they'll be straight onto his camp and say, look, we're going to sell Eze in a week's time, just wait and we'll sign him. So
how old is Eze?
I don't know. The fact he's only 21 as well. The resale value on El Khannouss is mad. He's 27, Eze.
Oh, mate, if I'm biased, obviously, but if I was Palace, I know Eze's class, but if I was Palace, mate, I'd be getting him gone and bringing in El Khannouss legit. Because
the fact he's 21, in 3-4 years' time, he could be worth 60, 80, couldn't he, El Khannouss, if he's doing bits, you know what I mean? So
yeah. Honestly, he's got a really high ceiling. I'm just not convinced he'll go to a newly promoted team. But if Palace came in, he'd go.
I'm excited, but I'm not confident if Palace and that are interested. If I'm honest, I'd give it like 50% chance we get it, which is mad.
Great manager.
Who?
Palace, great manager. Great manager.
Farker's good as well, mate. Don't forget about that.
Yeah, but Glasner's better, isn't he?
I know. Didn't he win some in Germany, Glasner? Did he win?
Suddenly, though, like if he came to Leeds, suddenly Bilal El Khannouss is now a player. Let's say he comes to Leeds and you get relegated. He's suddenly a player that's been relegated twice, right? Which for a lot of people,
for you, for fans, not for managers and that. That doesn't mean fuck all.
It does, because numbers wise, if he's at a team that are performing, his numbers will be improved as well. His numbers will be increased because if he's got Mateta ahead of him, who's scoring goals, or he's got Joel Pirro, whatever. That, you know what I mean? His numbers are going to be high, right? So I kind of like Pirro.
No, I get you, bro. I do hear what you're saying, but
yeah, but he went to LUFC. He went to Leicester a year ago when he was.
This is a good point, though. Like Guy said, it hasn't helped it hasn't. Ramsdale's been
Yeah.
relegated with Bournemouth, Sheffield United, and Southampton, and has been at Arsenal, and he's going to go to Newcastle. So I don't think it matters. Honestly, I don't think it matters. And like you said here, Suck.
That's true.
I don't know what that name is. I don't. Honestly, man. Some people, I don't know. But we'll go with Suck. Palace will be in conference version of Europe. That'll have some pull as well. Yeah, definitely. We'll have to wait and see. But at least we're talking. What about James Justin, mate? Has he also got a release clause? Or is it just that he's got a year left or something?
Year left. JJ, I'd want to keep him. I want to keep JJ. Just because everyone talks about experience and squad. Oh, you need experience. Oh, let's sign Connor Cody, 32-year-old experience. But James Justin is the type of experience that I would consider important. He's been in and around. Well, he's played for the club now for like 5 years, 6 years.
This is how you know he's a good player, by the way. And Lockx is when he's saying, because when he's calling him JJ, he's like one of the boyos.
No, but he's not though, because he's not. He's a different player. He's a different player now because of his injuries. It's like Ricardo Pereira, right? Yeah. James Justin had an ACL, then he did his Achilles. He's been quite clear of injury recently, which is good. But he's not the player he was. I mean, he was on the cusp of the England squad 3-4 years ago. He is well, as Jamie says it, he is a liability at times. I can tell you this, and I mean this with all of my heart. Last season, the first 4 months of last season, he was utter dog shit. He was the worst player in that Leicester team. The only reason he played so much was because Ricardo Pereira was injured. We had no other right back. Even our left back situation wasn't great. However, what I will say, mate, who is your left back? Do you need a left back?
No,
would this be to go play left back? Okay.
So we bought Goodmanson from Lille, and we have Bogle on the right. So I think he would be
JJ's a better left back than right back. I'm telling you that now. He's a better left back than a right back.
We need backup, mate. So we've got Byram, and then we need another.
Do you want a Leicester player who's not even going to start for Leicester this season? Because that's James Justin.
I don't think that's true, is it?
It is true. No, it's true.
Go on then. Who starts?
It's going to be Ricardo Pereira.
Is he still there?
Yeah, he's still at the club, yeah.
And the left back?
The left
James
back,
there's
one where he's an option there. Yeah, you've got Luke Thomas, who's pony.
So don't tell me Luke Thomas is. Come on.
Hold on. All the managers seem to like Luke Thomas, to be fair, and Luke Thomas had a really good end to last season, to be fair. Victor Christiansen's still at the club, who was a £12 million signing.
He'll be sold, won't he?
I hope so, because he's dog shit as well. And Bade Luko is the youngster who's come through. One of our, one of our golden generations. Mate, we've got a golden generation Leicester this season. I'm telling you, it's crazy. Anyway, that's what we're here to talk about. But
let's hope it needs to do well. It needs to.
But no, JJ.
But if he is back up at Leicester, he'll be okay with being back up at Leeds then, won't he? Do you know what I mean? If that's what we're saying.
Yeah. I think he'll still start a lot. He will start.
Yeah,
games
exactly.
At Leicester,
rotation and that. Yeah, 100%. I seen Connor Cody might be finally leaving. Is he going to Wrexham? Is he?
Wrexham, £2 million.
Yeah. What did you pay for him?
7, I think. But he's also got 1 year left.
I reckon you paid more, didn't you?
No, it was 7. It was 7. Winks was 9 or 10. Have a look. Cody was 7.
I told you about these players, bro, and you were like, nah. He was bad, man. That was it. Look, at least Winks played a part in getting you up and all that, but Connor Cody, and now Cody was
Cody was. I actually think Cody was quite unlucky, to be honest. He came in and he got injured like in the first preseason game, and then Enzo Maresca started Vestergaard and Fass ahead of him. And I mean, in the championship,
Maresca's doing bits, isn't he? Maresca's doing bits. Fair play.
For now. Yeah.
I was wrong.
For now.
I was
It's right.
wrong.
We've got the next Maresca in Martí Cifuentes, mate.
Oh, yeah. How's it going then? How's pre-season gone and that with him?
Interesting. Yeah, the football's interesting. It's not the same as Enzo.
Right.
It's more exciting than Enzo's football because it's more end to end. It's more end to end, so it's more exciting in that aspect. It won't win as many games. We'll concede more goals, but I actually think we'll score more goals under Martí Cifuentes than we did under Enzo Maresca. Martí, Enzo was all about possession for control, right? You want the ball to control the game, whereas I think Martí Cifuentes is more, I want possession so we can attack. It's more attacking football than what Enzo Maresca was. But yeah, no 100 points for Leicester. No, not this year, just because of a deduction. I'll tell you what, Joe, right? So I want your honest opinion on this, mate. I'm surprised the number of people sleeping on Leicester this season. I find it baffling. I'm seeing 8th, 9th, 10th place predictions for Leicester. I think that's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Nuts.
I don't think it's that. Top 6, I don't think you'll win the league.
Our squad is the same as it was 2 years ago, bar Vardy and Dewsbury Hall. They're the only two. It's the same squad. It's the same squad. With additions.
But without Dewsbury Hall and Vardy, that's huge, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm not doubting.
Who's
still,
up top at the minute? Who's up top? Daka.
Do you want to know? It's going to be Daka or Ayew. Jordan Ayew.
Well, so there you go, bro. So
Jordan Ayew in the championship's banging goals in, mate.
He's press as well. He doesn't score.
He'll score in the championship.
Do you think?
Yeah, he's our top goal scorer in pre-season, which is mad. Abdul Fattah, who's back from ACL.
That's a big one. Have you still got that? Him who were brushing his teeth, Mavadide?
Yeah, but he's going to be...
Where's he now?
He's got competition now on the left. Jeremy Munger, 16 years old.
Nice.
Man.
Nice.
Generational. Anyway, he is.
So, do you think you come up?
Playoffs, win the playoffs.
Okay. Do you think
just because of the deduction? It's the deduction. That's why. Because
this is a great analogy. This is a great analogy. Do you think Leeds, Sunderland, or Burnley stay up? Any of them?
You're the closest, and then
think?
it's Sunderland. Burnley may as well wave the white flag now, to be honest with you.
Exactly.
But yeah, it'll be. I think you'll be 17th or 18th. I think it'll be close. But mate, if I'm you guys, I'm looking at Brentford.
Bad, aren't they? They don't look
eyes
great,
wide open. Yeah, and Buemo, what they're going to lose Visser as well. They got some fucking set piece coach. What's that all about?
Yeah, Keith Andrews, man. It's crazy. It is.
You know what they're going to do? You know, if he flops, they're going to get Danny Rowling. I can see it.
I think their owner wants to sell as well, so I'm thinking they've just turned it in. I think their owner's just gone, fuck it. I'm not putting loads more money in. I'll just turn it in. We'll see. We'll see.
I think West Ham will be all right. I think that, I don't. Yeah, Graham Potter's a weird one, but I think they're doing okay.
Ryan, that's not what's happened, mate. We've spoken to Bilal El Khannouss's camp, so I guess it's a case of we speak to them. If he gives the green light for the deal, then we go to Leicester with the money. But the thing is, El Khannouss is a wanted man. There's been a few clubs, Leipzig, Palace, other clubs interested in him. So it's about convincing him again. It's similar to what we had with Paixão, and I agree with what Lockx said. At the end of the day, he's just left the relegated team. Does he want to come to a team who everyone outside of Leeds says they're probably going to get relegated? Do you know what I mean? So it's a difficult sell. We'll have to wait and see.
There were rumours, just because I know you were...
Go on.
And I was only going to say, mate, another club that might come in from Leipzig.
Yes, yeah, I mentioned it, yeah.
Xavi
and Andy,
Simons.
you can't always... It's not fair to do that, right? Like, it all depends in play style. It depends on the side they were playing. And it's like saying, you know, anyone that was in the bottom three is just a shit player because they'll have poor numbers. If El Khannouss had have played last season at Brighton, his numbers would be double. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't think it's fair to do that. A player's good if a player's good.
And like I said, if he's talking about numbers wise with regards to goals and assists, he's not that type of player. He's not that type of player.
Go. There you go. And like Robbie says, you can never, ever underestimate the eye test. That is so, so true.
Bilal El Khannouss he passes the eye test. He passes the eye test.
There you go. Do you want to give the channel a shout out, mate, over at Blue Tinted Glasses?
Cheers, mate. Yeah, Blue Tinted Glasses.
You know I'm going to be watching intently this season in the Champo, man. Don't you watch that? Trust me.
I am not worried one tiny bit, to be honest. The points deduction will hit at some point and it will sting, and it is what it is. But on the pitch, points off on the pitch, Leicester will be probably second, in my opinion.
We'll see.
Above Southampton. Will still fraud. Will still fraud.
He's a fraud. Southampton, Ipswich, Sheffield United, Birmingham, Wrexham, they have to be talked about. Yeah, it's going to be a very, very good and competitive championship, that's for sure. Make sure you go on over and subscribe to Blue Tinted Glasses. I think I've not had a chance to listen to his full voice note yet, but I think I've got Jer coming on at 5. We were going to do 2 or 3, but then this happened and look. So I think I've got Jer on at 5. So I'll speak to you then if you're about, folks. Thank you, Lockx, for coming on. Go subscribe to his channel, and I will see you later on, peeps. Bye-bye now.